Hi, welcome to Aging Matters. My name is Carol Marrock with SeniorCare.com. And today's guest is Caryn Isaacs. She is a patient advocate at GetHealthHelp.com. So welcome, Caryn. Thank you so much for joining me and also for participating in our Aging Council. Your work is greatly appreciated, and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
So, aging alone, which I am, oftentimes it's really difficult for those of us who are dealing with a chronic illness or planning for a surgery or even having a doctor's appointment. If we're aging at home alone and we have no one around us or no one with us to kind of attend to some of these matters, do you have some tips for us on how to plan for our medical care as we walk through the maze of going to the doctors and the hospitals and being discharged?
Right. So when I first meet a client, I always ask them. I always ask them to help me to plan for what's going to happen, and that could be from the beginning of their life to all the way to what's going to be their end of life concerns and their end of life wishes. And the first thing that I do is I bring them a little book. And so I have a little book for simple things that you can keep in your pocketbook or in a man's back pocket. I have a larger book or something like a loose leaf binder. And this is like a journal, like starting a journal for your health. And there's then a bigger book with a lot of separations if you have a lot of complicated medical issues. By having all of this information written down, you'll be prepared for falling down the steps all the way to getting a diagnosis and having to prepare for a surgery or being in the hospital and being asked, what are you going to do now that you've had the surgery? Are you going to go to a rehab? Are you going to be able to go home after your surgeries? If you know that you have thought of all the eventualities and what your wishes are, then the healthcare professionals will be able to help you to make those things come true. The social workers, the discharge planners at the hospital, and the physician's assistants, usually not the doctor themselves, would be asking you, what can we do for you today? Or what would you like to do after this surgery? And so having at least knowing yourself well enough to say, this is what I'd like to see happen, then that will help them to make it happen. And that they want to do that. They want to have the person know what they would like to have as the outcome. So it's sort of working from backwards, instead of saying, waiting and then saying, oh, now this happened to me. How do we go forward with it? A better way to look at it is, what do I want as an outcome? And that's even, I don't want to be tied up to machines. Knowing that you have made those decisions of, I never want to be in a rehab. I would like to be able to have physical therapy in my home. Just having thought out all of the different things that could happen to someone, and have that as your thought process while you're doing this journal. And you should redo this constantly. You hear about your friend, read about it on the internet. This such and such happened to this person. I never want that to happen to me. That's what goes in your journal. Never let this happen to me.
Okay, those are really great tips. Thank you. And viewers, if you have questions, please visit Caryn at gethealthhelp.com. She will be more than happy to respond to your emails and potentially take a call from you as well. So thank you, Caryn. I appreciate these really useful tips. It kind of gets me prompted also, or prompts me to think about my future care planning if I should ever have some medical issues that I'm faced with. So, viewers, if you find these useful, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.